Okay, so welcome back to the video. Hope you're all doing well. The hope and the plan is by the end of this video we should have a fully restored set of Noma Canterbury Belles, much like the new old stock set that I showcased recently. That is the plan, and there's a bit of a rush now to get this done because I really want to put this set up this year, and it's the 4th of December as I'm filming this, so the deadline's getting shorter and shorter. The longer this takes, the less time I'm going to see them up. So, you know, we got to crack on. Obviously, there's a lot to do with this set. I mean, there's a lot of issues, as I've showcased. I have already shown this set off. A lot of bulbs in the wrong places or blown. There's not even the right bell on there, you know, and it's missing a few as well. But hey, the set does actually light up, so that's a start. But there's so many bulbs missing, I don't dare turn the dimmer very high. So I'm not actually sure where to start with this set. I think what we need to do is maybe take all of the bells off, figure out the colour order, make sure it's all in order, and then figure out what colours we need, and then repaint a load of bulbs. Now, there's a lot of pinks that are either blown or severely faded on this set, or severely banded. I think we could try and put some purple just around that band and try spruce them up, maybe with some red. But what I've actually found on the internet, bearing in mind this wasn't the cheapest, this is definitely not by any means the cheapest way of doing it, I found someone selling an official Noma packaged set of 20 pinks. So that's good. Well, 19 pinks and a fuse bulb. So that is the plan for this set. It's going to get the special treatment. Hopefully it'll be worth it. I'm not sure how long they'll last before they also become banded, but the idea is I'm going to take out all the pinks because most of them, well, I think all of the ones that are working are severely banded. Oh, that's obviously where I've had a go at trying to put purple on. It's kind of worked, but it really has dimmed the bulb down quite significantly. And you can see it's kind of all gone funny. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-bulb all of the pinks and then paint everything else that needs painting. In fact, some of the reds, or most of the reds, all look okay, although there's a bit of a small bit of paint missing on that one. But that's the plan, and then all the pinks that come out, I'm actually going to scrape all the paint off and turn them into other colours. So we still reuse the working pinks for something else. So there's multiple greens that aren't working. There's 3 greens that aren't working, but like I say, we got to check that the bulb's in the right places, because like here we got a green in a yellow housing, etc, etc. So I think what I'll do is I'll take all the bells off and then go from there. It's looking a bit naked now without its bulbs, or without the bulb covers. Yeah, so there's a lot, like all the blues are in dire need of some painting, so I think all the blues need repainting. That's a very dark blue, that one, look at that. The greens don't look too bad, actually. The greens might stay. I think the greens, the reds and the oranges are actually alright, it's just the blues and the pinks. Right, so what I think I might do is note down the colour order, although I guess it realistically doesn't matter. I could even look at the set I've got boxed if I want the colour order, but I'll note it down, and I'll probably just take out all the bulbs that work, put them aside, and then disregard all the bulbs that don't work and figure out what we've got. Because there should be 5 of each. No, not 5. There should be 8 of. Sorry, there's 5 colours. There should be 8 of each bulb, I think. Yeah, so there should be 8 of each. So whatever we don't have 8 of, we'll have to make more of, whether that involves painting or replacing. So yeah, got my little pot of bells, along with the weird string of bells that I found to do, well, to replace the ones that are missing or broken. So far, there's only missing ones, so that's quite good. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly note that down and then take all the bulbs out. I have made the absolute ridiculously stupid mistake that if I take out one of the not working bulbs, the whole set's going to go off. So I need to try and get all the non-working bulbs together, don't I, really? Or somehow identify them. Right, there's that. I keep debating whether it's worth rebraiding some of this, but there's only a little, there's just some small areas that could do with it, but I don't know if it warrants doing the whole, spending all the time on the whole set. So these should all be the working bulbs. Right, so we can disregard the pinks because we're going to be swapping them out. So there's 8 of each, but there is a fuse bulb. I'm not sure which one the fuse bulb initially replaced. I might replace it for a pink, so I just use less of my brand new pinks. I don't know. I keep getting it. Why do I keep, it's divided by 5. It's 8 of each, so 7 pinks, and have one of the pinks be a fuse. That could throw off the whole colour system, but as long as the fuse is somewhere in the set, it doesn't really matter. Right. The blues definitely need repainting. They're all pretty bad. The reds do look pretty good though. Same for the greens and oranges actually. They don't look too bad at all. They do not want to stay in place, do they? The greens definitely suffered the most in this set. So 2, 4, 6, we've got 8 blues. Still working. 2, 4, 6, 7 reds. 2, 4, 6 oranges. 2, 4, 5 greens. So we need, let's note this down, 3 green, 1 orange. Don't know why I did 1 orange. This becomes a problem later. 1 red, 0 blue, and then the pinks are as and when. Because I say, brand new ones, guys. Look at that! Wow. We might even have enough spares to literally just, that'd be good. No extra bulbs needed. The fuse is a bit black, but it's probably because it's been suffering dealing with all the extra work from all the other bulbs being blown. Obviously, I've not run it very hard, but so if I scrape these off, 3 green, 1 red, 1 orange. So we'll be able to make the difference up with these pinks. That'll be good. Again, I don't know how long they're going to last because they're all well used, but I'm one for saving things. A lot of people say I'll rebulb the whole set of better bulbs. I don't know how you're doing that. That just costs way too bloody much. And again, I don't want to sit here for hours trying to just get apart these bulbs for the bases to put generic sets in. I really don't. So we'll see how this goes. I've now got my colour order, so yeah, I think all the other colours I think are fine. I was going to recolour the whole set, but I think they're fine enough. So it's just redoing all the blues and redoing all the, and well, turning them into colours basically. And I've seen this done to get the old paint off. Just scrape it. Yeah, that's well, it's doing it, but that's going to be tedious. Well, looks like I'm going to be here for about an hour. I am tempted just to paint blue over that and see what happens. I'm aware it'll probably go cloudy, which is the only reason I'm thinking of just scraping it all down. But I might just see how bad it looks before we go to all this level of going this far. There's a really bad one. Let's just try that. Gonna have to be careful not to paint the plastic bases as well, because obviously you can't take these lights apart easily. Yeah, it already just looks thicker. I'll let that dry and carry on with the pinks. Well, everywhere's now caped in this wonderful coloured powder that I'm sure will be wonderful to breathe in. I've done the best I can with these. Obviously just using the knife to scrape most of it off, but yeah, the very top, I did use this little sanding block to try and get the tip cleared off, but there is still some that's just really stubborn. Obviously don't want to go too crazy. I don't want to sand the actual glass at all. I don't know if that's possible or not. I don't know how strong that sanding block is. There's a little bit at the bottom and a very small band at the top, but it shouldn't matter too much, I don't think. Most of the colours are stuck on the glue stuff that they've used. Let's have a gander at what this one's done then. It's gone on very thick there, which is a bit unsightly. But it's actually dried looking somewhat okay apart from the thick bit. Let's plug it in and see what it looks like, because it definitely saved me some time. And I say these have got the bells over the top anyway, so they're not exactly going to be the most obvious. Oh yeah, where it's really thick it is a bit tacky still, but guys, testers are so hard to get contact sometimes. Yeah, I think I might get away with that. Maybe I'm just a bit neater with how I've been very crude about this, and I might as well go in there. I just got an old shoebox and put some small holes in it. So my hope is I can maybe paint them like that and stick them in this to dry. This could be a little bit footery, but I'm sure it'll work. Try to stay in shot as well. 3 things to think about. And can we then... Yeah! Well, for something I've just decided to do, that's worked quite well. All I did was stab the knife in it a few times and used an old bulb to poke in the holes while I didn't have them painted. That was easier, so they actually slot in. Yeah, no, that works pretty well. You know what? I don't think this went too bad. I could really do with a much smaller, thinner box, maybe with some foam inside it, but this simple idea actually worked. So there's all the bulbs, and do you know what? Considering I've painted over the old blue, they don't look bad at all. Apart from, say, the blemish on the first one. Like, it almost looks clear, doesn't it? If I shine some more light on it, so you can see, that's come out really good, I'd say. Which is excellent. So, yeah. These had a few hours to dry. Maybe enough. I don't know. I haven't given them the full 6 to 8 hours, but they must have had at least 4. So I think we will be ready to put them back in the set. And actually, you know what? This has gone a lot quicker than I originally expected. I thought this was going to take a long time to repair this set, or get it back, get it restored to a good status. I was even contemplating, actually, if ever it comes up in the future, I have enough spares of these bells that if I was really struggling for pink bulbs due to the paint, I could always turn it into a 4-colour set, because I have the extra. Like, I don't think it's quite 40, because I know there's some loose, and I think there's some broken ones. Yeah, there's a broken one here. But I imagine there'd be enough to make up another 8 with the other colours. That's if it comes to that. Hopefully it won't. So I think we can start rebulbing this. I'm actually kind of debating putting it in an order that I want. So I was thinking maybe like red, blue, red, pink, blue. It doesn't. I'll just put them back as they were. I mean, again, I am wondering whether I should rebraid this, but it's the extra time. I just want to put the set up. I'm too eager to put the set up. Do you know what? Maybe we'll rebraid it another time. It's not terrible. It's just in places it's getting a bit loose. So, colour order was green, pink, blue, orange, red. So I'll go into hyperlapse and we'll do that. It appears I've made a cock-up. That should be an orange. I'm an orange short. Oh. I haven't put the pinks in yet. I was going to put them all in last and then turn them on, but I only had 7 oranges. Well, that was silly. Apparently, I can't count. Well, to say, we've used up all the bulbs, the pinks that we replaced, we've used up, so I'm going to have to just put a new bulb in. Now I'm starting to wonder whether I should spray. Because again, I could have made one of the blues orange, because I got loads of blues. Literally, loads of blues. Pack of greens, pack of reds. They look shorter as well. Not much different, but they're darker. That's the right colour. That's interesting. The fuse is a different socket on that set. Same with that one. How strange is that? I mean, there's those, but they're 0.72s. 5 volt. Yeah. Bit irritating. Because I did buy a good amount of Noma bulbs. They might have only been 12 volt ones though. They're probably only 12 volts. How bloody annoying. Maybe I'll sacrifice one of these blues. I've got 2 packs of them. I mean, let's face it, I only bought these to use up anyway. I can't believe I've miscounted that. Right, so I butchered up one of my lovely new blue bulbs, which felt pretty harsh, and I've now made it orange. Excellent. Pretty sure the fuse bulb was near the end somewhere. Yeah, the fuse bulb's now going to be 4 bulbs back, which is going to be a bit weird. Maybe I should make it the second bulb. Right, put that in there then. Green, pink, blue, orange, red. Yeah. Let's tell you what, we'll take that out of there. Probably be easy to get everything on wide angle. Make it the second bulb in the set. We just want to now add our lovely pink bulbs. Oh, and hopefully it'll all work once we're done. That'll be good, wouldn't it? So we should just need 7 of these. 2, 4, 6, 7. 6, 7. I had to throw my 6-7 crash out in there. I'm hip with the kids. Right then, so that should be the set 100% rebulbed, and hopefully it'll all look very pretty. Now, I have noticed these pink, let's get this all on here. I have noticed these pink bulbs have the darker green holders. However, weighing up the odds of trying to break all these out of the holders or heat them up and unglue them compared to just having the slightly darker holder, which isn't going to matter realistically, I think I'll go with that. Right, with any luck this set will turn back on straight away. Let's hope so, eh? Hey! Oh, look at that. And we can whack them up to full brightness as well. Oh, yeah. Nice. The pinks look wicked. Wow. Don't think I've seen... I don't think I've seen pinks that vibrant yet, because I've never had any brand new pinks. Oh, wow. Mind you, I suppose the brand new old set should look like that. Didn't really notice it at the time. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Let's have a look at some of the blues, see if there's any noticeable difference. They don't look too bad. I think that one actually... I didn't paint very well. Could have done with an extra coat of paint, compared to these two anyway. But that's pretty good. And I say, you get away with these ones a little bit because obviously they get the caps on them, so from most angles they look very, very colourful. Oh, I'm happy with that. That's brilliant. I'm so glad they've started working straight away. I can't get just how amazing those pinks look. That's really cool. It's such a shame. This is the only bulb paints I can find. Even then, hard to get hold of. I had a package I ordered before go missing. Yeah, it's a shame they don't do pink. They only do purple or dark violet, and it really is dark. So otherwise, this would be so much easier to sort out. But if only I was doing this sooner, a few years ago, when you'd be able to order a pack of 20, you know. How cool would have that been? Could have really stocked up, but anyway. Yeah, all we've got to do now is put the shades back on and then add in the extra ones. I'll probably put them on first and then see how many and what colours we actually needed. So there is the extent of what we're missing. Nothing too crazy. What's that? 4? 2 blues, a red and a pink. There we go. There are the Canterbury Belles, all with their bells back on. So let's whack them up a bit. Oh, look at that. Actually, the fused pink doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Yeah, wow, those pinks are really vibrant. That is so cool. In fact, they stand out the most of the whole set now. Yeah, the blues are pretty good. Perhaps a little bit on the dimmer side, but the paint will be quite thick. So I guess that's the downside of painting over. I just redid the whole lot rather than painting the band. So it's probably quite dark now. I think the reds and the greens will be the next that needs some work, but they still look pretty good. Maybe I should have done the reds as well. But anyway, that might be a thing for another year, unless I'm feeling really keen. I just was really looking forward to having this set of lights up, and they just absolutely look amazing. I'm definitely getting orangey vibes from some of these reds. Although when the light's on, they are redder. Weird, must just be some sort of illusion. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have enjoyed restoring this set of lights with me. You've got to let me know what you think of them down below. Is there any other way you would have restored this set, or anything else you would have done to it? I do think there's definitely more to do. I feel like the rest of the bulbs could definitely use some paint eventually, and probably rebraid the set, but for now I just want to enjoy them, and I've been putting them up to see what kind of festive display I'm going to make this year as well. I hope this video wasn't too long. It's very hard to crop down the amount of yabber and stuff I go on about, so if you've watched all the way through, thank you so much indeed. There's definitely more I want to do with these. I think it'd be very cool to compare these to the original set that I bought that got me into all of this, as well as the brand new box set as well. So I'll do a quick video comparing the 3 sets and see how well they've actually come up restored compared to the brand new set. But as always, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the rest of the channel for lots more Christmas light videos through this festive season, and as always, I hope to see you again in another video.